So today we're going to talk about how to get into UCLA. I'm here with Victoria. She's the expert on this.
Hello, I'm a UCLA freshman and I just arrived today for the new student orientation that's happening later this week.
This is fresh in her mind and she recently got accepted. So obviously you're doing something that worked. Let's break this down a little bit. What do you think are the key components that got you into UCLA?
Extracurriculars, grades/test scores, and making sure your essay's good.
So let's just start with the easy stuff. What were your grades like?
My grades during high school were, I would say I tried to work hard. I didn't end with a 4.0, but I had like a 3.9. So I think that contributed to it, but obviously I don't think it's the whole reason why I got in.
And then did you take a SAT?
I took the ACT, so yeah.
What ACT scores do you think you need to get into UCLA?
I don't think the test scores matter as much. Like there's usually a range. For UCLA, I think it's from like 30 to like 34 is the average range, but honestly people can get in with lower or higher scores, so
that just depends on the rest of your application, right?
Yeah.
So for you to get into any of the UC schools, you had to do the UC application that has 4 essays. Do they change?
They change them sometime, or like I think from the past 2 years they haven't changed them, but they'll change it once in a while. So yeah, the prompts are the same though.
So you said essays is actually a really important part of your application. So what tips do you have for writing good essays?
For the essays, like people always think they need to write about something that's very meaningful, like a mission trip or something, but honestly it can be about something really small, but as long as it matters to you and it shows how you're a unique person that deserves to be in the school, I think that's what they'll look for. Like, don't try to flex in your essays, don't try to be fake in your essays, because they can tell when you're lying or trying to stretch it to make yourself look really good. So just be yourself, I guess.
So you don't think you should stress your accomplishments?
I think there's like different areas of the application that allow you to do that, like your test scores or your grades, your transcripts. And also they have like a section where you can just talk about like what you've actually accomplished. But like the essays are more personal, you know, they're personal insight questions. The people who look at you, read your essays, a look into your personality and like your work ethic and things like that. So
that's interesting. So extracurricular is a big part of, right? Because they see who you are as a person. And what kind of extracurriculars did you do?
I did a lot of volunteer for an aquarium that I worked at in Seattle. It was like a environmental conservation program for a lot of high schoolers. And I think like in terms of extracurriculars, you want to make sure that you continue something that you enjoy. For example, I did something related to biology because I knew I wanted to go into this field. I didn't do like something that I wasn't interested in.
That's it?
Like,
you think the aquarium got you in?
I also think like I also had a job. I consistently worked with a lot of children because I worked at an elementary school for the past 2 years and I interned there for like 3 years earlier. And I guess that shows like my ability to commit to something and like as in also my work ethic and dedication to a job. So it's good work experience. But yeah.
Wow, that's so you started at the beginning of high school basically.
I started interning and then I started working as a staff member. But yeah.
So like when did you actually think about and start preparing for college?
Probably like end of junior year summer. So like a little before I had to start applying because I did procrastinate a little and I did not apply that early.
But then how did you plan out your extracurriculars, or was that something you just was interested in doing?
I mean, yeah, there was something I was interested in doing, and I guess in the back of my mind throughout my high school life, I've always known like I need to do certain things. I need to continue doing these extracurriculars to make my application look better, I guess.
Did you talk to any advisors or did you get help from like friends and stuff?
I had help from my parents. They were the most help. I didn't get a college counselor or anything because I don't know why I didn't, but my dad helped me edit my essays a lot.
Oh, and, wow. Are they good? I mean, good enough to get you in here, right?
Yeah. I don't know. He edited my Common App more than my other ones, but he would give me like advice on like what I should put in and stuff like that. Yeah.
So you think like getting someone else to edit your essay is like really crucial, right?
I would say so because it's like a different perspective reading your words. So if something doesn't make sense, they can tell you that and fix simple mistakes or give you better ideas on how to improve your essay.
That's so true. When you were applying, like how many schools did you apply to?
Probably around like 12. I applied to a lot, but for like the UC application, it's just one, so it covers like 3 schools
Yeah.
or more. But yeah, I applied to a lot of schools though.
Did you get into any of the other UC schools?
I got into UCSD, and I only applied to UC Berkeley, which I got rejected from. But it's okay.
It's okay. UCLA is better. Yeah. Okay. So in the end, what made you choose UCLA over all the other schools you got accepted into?
Obviously, I think that overall, UCLA is a great, it has a lot of things you can do, like a lot of courses, a lot of extracurricular opportunities. And I feel like at the end of it, it leaves you in a better place because I want to do pre-med in the future, and I think it's a great preparation for that.
Yeah,
But,
they have like a pretty good medical program here, right?
Yeah.
Number 1 in the California. I saw it on a billboard. I saw it on a billboard.
Another important aspect of an application is your teacher recommendations or your other advisor recommendations. So I feel like during high school, you need to make good connections with your teachers in order for them to build a personal connection with you and write you a good recommendation letter. Because sometimes the colleges really want to see how a teacher looks at you or a professor would see you as, like if you're a hardworking person, if you're dedicated, or if you're lazy and you kind of slack off.
Yeah, so you like talk to your teachers after class and stuff?
Sometimes I
Yeah.
would.
Okay. But mostly you just like participate in class. Sometimes.
Yes,
Sometimes. Okay. Gotcha. Just be on good terms with your teachers, basically. They know students are gonna ask them for recommendations anyway. What tips do you have for studying for the ACT or the SAT?
Actually time yourself when you're taking the tests because it actually puts you in that space. Because when you're actually taking the tests, it feels like a time crunch. So you got to get used to the timing and the pacing. And also study things that you're actually bad at. Don't like study things where you get like consistently good scores on.
What did you do to practice? Did you go to like an academy or did you just do it by yourself?
I went to this like sort of like a tutoring place for like ACT and SAT, and I think that was really helpful because they kind of forced me to consistently practice, like take tons of different practice tests and time myself with that. And I'd also have like a teacher help me explain like what I did wrong, explain different concepts that I didn't know yet.
How many practice tests do you think you did
Maybe around like more than 10 probably.
total?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't really count, so I'm not sure.
And when did you start like preparing? Did you say beginning of junior year? Or was that?
I think maybe the summer before senior year. That's
Oh.
when I started. Oh wait, no, sorry. After sophomore year. So, because I took the ACT at the end of junior year.
Took you like around like a year, half a year?
Yeah.
Okay, not bad. Was it hard or was it just like a lot of repetition?
A lot of repetition, definitely. Like there was definitely some concepts which I didn't learn. Like in math, there were some things which I had to like actually learn. But after that, it was just all practice and like repetition.
So if you want to increase your chances of getting into these schools, you've got to check out today's sponsor, Bullseye. So they're a new web app that helps you organize all of your college applications, but the most important part is they can connect you with advisors who are recent graduates from top schools like UC Berkeley, UCLA, MIT, Stanford. So today we actually got a really special offer. If you're applying to college soon, click the link in the description, join bullseye.com/free session to claim your first free 20-minute session with an advisor. You can ask them for some advice, how to frame yourself in your essays, things like that. They will help you get into these schools for free. So click the link in the description, join bullseye.com/free session to claim your first free 20-minute session with an advisor. And hopefully this can become your new life. Yeah.
Subscribe to Hafu and turn on notifications.
What are you waiting for? Click that for more college advice. Okay? I'll see you guys next time. Peace.